I've been looking for a long, long time for you. I can see in your eyes you've been looking for me too. Are we in a dream? Will we awaken to reality? Maybe, maybe. I've been trying to get you off my mind. Maybe you could stay, maybe it's alright. If this is a dream, will you hold me fast asleep? Baby, baby, will you be my love, be my love? Oh, will you be my one and only love? I wanna carve our names into a tree. We can make love, we can make history somewhere in between.
We did it. We're here. Welcome, everyone. There we go. Sabrina's already doing it. She's welcoming everyone. I'm Rabbi Sarah Luria, and it is beyond a blessing to be standing here under this chuppah with Sabrina and Brian today. So I already saw one of your guests. Tell me your name in the gold dress over here. Ola shut her phone off all the way, like not even on silent. And I want to honor you, Ola, for that beautiful work. So what I would like to do is I would like to remind all of you that this chuppah is a sacred space. That's why we did the circling, to create this sacred space. And so what we're going to do is, if you still have your phone on, Brian and Sabrina are going to turn and face you. And you can take one more picture, okay? This is your picture. Under this sacred space, you are allowed one gorgeous picture of the bride and groom. Look at them. Yes, I love it. Oh, now the phones come out. I love it. I'm not in this picture. Okay, go ahead. And now, I really want you to put your phones away and not take them out for the rest of the ceremony. You know this will be documented, and you will also remember it in your heart and mind. Okay, Sabrina and Brian, you're done. You can look at me now. So that was my silly but true way of welcoming all of you to this chuppah, to this wedding ceremony. And I also want to welcome those who couldn't join us today physically. Sabrina's dad, Gary McMillan, who's recovering from knee surgery. Sabrina's grandfather, Gunter Chili, her grandmother, Shari Selinger, and her great-grandmother, Myrtle Gates, who couldn't travel. Yes, because of health reasons. I also want to invite under this sacred canopy those who we hold in our hearts, who are everywhere, who are here in spirit, those who have died and who we miss especially on days like today. Brian's grandfather, Murray Carton, and I never said your last name. Okay. And Sabrina's grandmother, Uta Chili. For Murray and for Uta, we say Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be a blessing always, and may they feel especially close to us on this wedding day. So you are standing here in sacred space. Does it feel like that? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to share? Okay. This chuppah is supposed to remind us of Abraham's tent, of the tent of our forefather Abraham, who had his tent open on all four sides so that he could be as welcoming as possible. And so we do that here today. We welcomed you. We welcome those who, because they couldn't travel here today, are here in spirit. We welcome those who have died and who we open our arms for to bring into this space. And we chant the welcoming blessing. Baruch haba b'shem Adonai berachnuchem mi beit Adonai mi adir al hakol mi baruch al hakol mi gadol al hakol hu yivarech et hechatan. That means groom. You'll hear it a few times today. Vehakala, and our bride. We didn't yet welcome our bride and our groom, so welcome to your chuppah. And we did have a surprise guest earlier at the ketubah signing who isn't here today, right here, but Jeff Goldblum sang to Sabrina about an hour ago. So we welcome him in spirit as well. It's real.
He sang sunrise, sunset.
Okay, so the blessing I just chanted translates to splendor is upon everything, blessing is upon everything. May the one who is full of abundance bless this bride and this groom. And we all say, Amen. Okay, you're going to hold this, but don't drink it until I say, okay? You can give it to Brian if you feel like you got it. Okay, great. Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al ha'arayot v'asar lanu et ha'arusot v'hitir lanu et hanesuot lanu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin. Blessed are you, source of life, who lifts us up through holy celebration, awakens us to seek love, sanctifies intimacy and partnership. Blessed are you who make all who dwell in the world holy through chuppah and marriage. And we say, Amen. And now you can drink, the two of you. Do you have the ring? What's your name? Glenn. Can I have the rings? Thank you. You're not, sorry, Glenn, this is not your wedding day. Sorry, that was mean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is my first post-COVID wedding, so I'm really excited.
It's mine too.
Yeah, yours too, and Glenn's and Brian's. Okay, all right. It's so good to see everyone in person without masks. Okay. You're going to put this on Brian. Hold on. And you're going to put this on Sabrina. So hold that in the hand. Okay, good. Brian, put the ring on Sabrina first. You're going to, yep. And hold on. You're going to repeat after me, okay?
Yes.
And you're going to look at Sabrina, okay?
All right.
Ani.
Ani.
Lidodi.
Edodi.
Vidodi.
Vidodi.
Li.
Li.
I am my beloved's.
I am my beloved's.
And my beloved is mine.
And my beloved is mine.
Okay.
Ring.
Yeah. And Sabrina, you're going to look at Brian. And you're going to say,
Ani,
Lidodi.
Lidodi,
Vidodi.
Vidodi, Li.
I am my beloved.
I am my beloved's,
And my beloved is mine.
and my beloved is mine.
And you can ring. Right after they met Jeff Goldblum, they signed a ketubah, which is a beautiful. It's over there with those flowers and that beautiful frame, and that is a Jewish ritual certificate that encapsulates the promises they make to each other today, and that they can have hanging in their apartment in a prominent place to remember this moment when they made these promises. And so I'm going to read a part of them as a question. And then at the end of the question, you know what you need to say? Okay, you got it, Brian? Okay. All right. So this is part of their ketubah. Brian, do you promise to love, cherish, and encourage Sabrina, to value and support her, to always strive to be sensitive to her needs, to nurture her emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually, while always being mindful of her particular qualities and strengths? Not yet. Do you promise to do your very best to celebrate life's joys with grace, to overcome life's adversities with tenacity, and to maintain the intimacy that fosters trust, honesty, and communication?
I do.
Sabrina, do you promise to love, cherish, and encourage Brian, to value and support him, to always strive to be sensitive to his needs, to nurture him emotionally, spiritually, and intellectually, while always being mindful of his particular qualities and strengths? Do you promise to do your very best to celebrate life's joys with grace, to overcome life's adversities with tenacity, and to maintain the intimacy that fosters trust, honesty, and communication?
I do.
Do you want to sit down? Are you feeling okay? Okay, you want some water? Okay. In the Jewish calendar, we are in a very sad time. We are in the midst of this time period known as the 3 weeks of mourning. And next Sunday, we commemorate the destruction of the temple and the many destructions that have befallen the Jewish people. In past years, when I officiate summer weddings and we're in the 3 weeks of mourning, I try to steer clear of the subject. It's not exactly a light summer wedding kind of topic. But friends, we can now relate to this collective period of mourning. We have lived through a global experience of destruction and loss and fear, of not knowing what comes next, of holding tightly to our loved ones and recognizing that each day, each breath is a blessing. Sabrina and Brian are getting married as we begin to emerge from this deeply challenging time. Sabrina and Brian are our teachers right now. Through their love, they model patience, perseverance, holding on to each other despite all of the hard stuff swirling around. They model gentleness and hope, and also not taking ourselves so seriously that we forget to let our guard down and have fun sometimes. Sabrina, Brian, we have been planning this moment for years, and here we are. The thing about the two of you that is so remarkable, one of the things about the two of you that is so remarkable, is that even when you're not feeling confident in yourselves, you are completely confident in one another. When I spoke to Sabrina, without Brian there, she said, "There's nothing I can't tell him. I can be myself, whether I like myself or not that day. He helps me, he guides me, he supports me. In me, he brings out my ability to give people the benefit of the doubt and to be vulnerable, even when it's not necessarily in my nature. Brian always finds a way to be incredibly generous, kind, and understanding." And Brian shared, when Sabrina wasn't around, "I have never met anyone with the sort of verve and fire and liveliness that she has. When we met, I was going through a hard time, and I felt very closed off to hope and possibility. Sabrina brought adventure and possibility back into my life." Did anyone bring a tissue to this wedding? Yeah? Okay, someone has a tissue. We'll get you a tissue, okay? Okay. Sabrina brought adventure and possibility back into my life. She's funny, brilliant, and hardworking, and gorgeous. And I could spend the rest of my life joking with her, or discussing the world and our future, or just gazing into her big, beautiful eyes. So, beloveds, in challenge, in these 3 weeks of mourning, in hard times in our own lives and in our collective experience, may the light that each of you shine separately and together illuminate our way and help us see the hope and possibility that lie just ahead. Now we bless you with 7 blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. In gratitude for wine and the joy that sometimes comes when we have it. And we say together, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shehakol bara lichvodo. In gratitude for creation. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, yotzer ha'adam. In gratitude that human beings were created. And we say together, Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yatzar ha'adam b'tzalmo, b'tzelem demu tavnito, v'hitkin lo mimenu binyan adehad. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer ha'adam. In gratitude for the extraordinary experience of being a human. Amen. So tasis v'tagel ha'akara, b'kibutz baneha letocha b'simcha, Baruch atah Adonai, misameach tzihon b'vaneha. With gratitude for the ability to experience joyous moments. Amen. Sameach tsamach reim hahuvim. Kesamechacha yitzircha began Eden mikadem. Baruch atah Adonai misameach atan v'chakala. With gratitude for the joy we get to experience when we celebrate our bride and our groom. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'kala, asher bara sason v'simcha chatan v'kala. Gila rina dihitza v'chedva, ahava v'achava v'shalom v'reut. Meheira Adonai Eloheinu yishama, Be'arei Yehuda, uvechutzot Yerushalayim, kol sason ve'kol simcha, kol chatan ve'kol kala. Kol mitzalot chatanim mechubatam, une'arim memishter neginatam. Baruch atah Adonai, misameach chatan, Imhakala. Wow, we get to be here. We get to celebrate Brian and Sabrina. We are so glad you met. Somehow the universe put you together and we get to stand here and be grateful in your presence. Amen. Take one more sip each. Okay. I used to drink, but now. Okay, face me. Let's do it this way. So we are going to wrap up by wrap them up and wrap up. Oh, that's good. We're gonna wrap them in this talis and this prayer shawl. You can get closer if you want. And we are going to give them this blessing that I had the honor of giving Sabrina on Thursday, and now I'm giving to both of you as a almost married couple. This is our tradition's most ancient blessing that is said in this particular situation under the chuppah and also over children at a Shabbat dinner table. Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha. May you feel safe. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May you feel love just like this all the time. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. Shalom. May the peace of this moment go and spread out all the way through Dumbo and Brooklyn and the city and into every home of all of your guests and throughout our whole broken, healing country and all of the world. And we say, Amen.
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 Please don't step on it. Okay, move over. Everyone wants to see this part, so you're gonna, yes, you're good. And just don't step on it, okay? Okay. You can come closer because you're gonna have to kiss in a second. Okay. Wow, they're very ready for my jokes because they're all post-COVID. You know, it's like we all need it. Okay, in a moment, Brian's gonna break this glass. The glass is a symbol of the ever-unfolding interplay between wholeness and brokenness in Jewish tradition and in all of our lives. So, you feel ready, Brian? Okay. I am delighted to pronounce the two of you, married couple. You may break the glass and kiss. Mazel tov!
Ladies and gentlemen, dearly beloved, I have the great honor and privilege to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Carter! And now for their first dance as a married couple.
I never felt magic crazy as this. I never saw moons, knew the meaning of the sea. I never held the motion in the palm of my hand. I felt sweet breezes in the top of the tree. But now you're here, right in my northern sky. Been a long time that I'm waiting. Been a long time that I'm alone. Been a long time Would you love me through winter? Would you love me till I'm dead? Oh, if you were down to go, come blow your horn all night. I never felt magic crazy. I never saw moons, knew the meaning of the sea. I never held emotion in the palm of my hand. I felt sweet breezes in the top of a tree. But now you're there, right in my northern sky.
Come on, folks, get on out there on the floor. Don't let them dance all alone. Get up out of your seats and get on the floor. That's where they want you, folks. Come on out. Get out there, folks. The Hora is not a spectator sport.
Sorry, can you hear me? Is this good? Good distance? Cool. Oh, yeah. Hi. Great. Hi, everyone. As you just said, if you don't know me, I'm Andrew. I'm Brian's oldest, and, well, Brian is my oldest and dearest friend. I don't want to presume. As he likes to say, we kind of don't really have a choice in the matter, because if, we ever went to war, if we ever decide, we're not friends anymore, we have so much dirt on each other that it would just be mutually assured destruction. But that's not something that I have to worry about, not something you have to worry about. I like you. Because you are extraordinarily kind, compassionate, thoughtful, considerate of others. And you like me because... No, okay, no. One of the reasons I think that we've been close friends for so long is that I'd do anything for you, man. When you said that you wanted to start a radio show, I got a server space on Trevor Radio, which makes me and Brian the OG podcasters. We were the first white guys, the first two white guys to get a podcast together. Correct. When you needed someone to drive a bunch of supermodels to New Jersey for skydiving lessons, I was your guy. No questions asked. A couple of questions asked. Well, a lot of questions asked, actually. But I still did it. Because I knew that, if it was one of your ideas, it was going to be a great time. And, it was going to be, couldn't be as dumb as I thought, as it might have first appeared. Speaking of being on board with dumb ideas, when I needed someone to plan a full-fledged wrestling storyline featuring me and the other groomsman over there, Nikki, for my 27th birthday, you were the guy that I called because I knew that you knew what you were talking about, and I knew you could make it right. And, when I wanted to go check out a weird urban living room in Union Square or a silent rave in Times Square, you were my first call. We hacked our student Metro cards so that we would have 2 more hours to hang out before they shut down. Let's see. We almost co-wrote a play about Rush Limbaugh and his amazing time horse. The bottom line is we've been doing dumb stuff together since before it was a thing, and there's no one I'd rather do it with. And I'm so glad that Sabrina is now part of this dumb idea consortium. I'm so happy that you chose Sabrina to be a part of your family. I knew as soon as I saw her Facebook post on the Tufts Facebook page asking if anyone else liked Avatar: The Last Airbender, that she was going to be a lifelong friend and that she would marry you. I knew that. As soon as I saw the post, I knew that. I had a hunch, anyway. It gave me so much pride and joy to see you two fall for each other, even though on the night you met, we weren't technically supposed to let you two even see each other. Letting you both spend the night on the couch was a funny way of accomplishing that, but that's just how it goes. That's all I'm saying. But the way that you nervously asked her at brunch the next day if you could walk her to Penn Station to watch her get on the train, I mean, I had a pretty good feeling at that point, and I'm so glad that it worked out. I'm so glad that you guys found each other and are growing together. I've watched you be there for her. I've watched her be there for you, planning for a future that will hold ever greater quantities and qualities of love. Soon, I fear you will be unstoppable. My favorite thing about you two together is that you absolutely, no bullshit, have each other's backs against everything and everyone. Your hearts speak the same language, and you support each other in everything you do. There's nothing more special than that, and I know that you will cherish it and preserve it. I just saw you swear to that, in front of God and everyone, so I'm holding you to it too. Your love is so incredibly strong, and it will be the honor of a lifetime to watch it grow. Your every move is the new tradition. Congratulations to Brian and Sabrina. And now the maid of honor, Rhea.
Shorter than this. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here to celebrate this evening. I am Maria, and if I haven't met you guys before, Sabrina and I know each other for our time as jumbos at Tufts University. I know there's a few jumbos here. Excellent. Thank you all so much. Jumbos all the way. The night we met, started out as complete strangers and ended with us sitting on my kitchen floor drinking vodka straight from the bottle, weeping openly, and telling each other our entire life stories. And we became very, very, very good friends since then, obviously. After that, we managed to live together in Washington, D.C. in a 2-bedroom apartment for 2 years without killing each other once. So you could say we are very tight. We had many adventures and misadventures during that time, none of which are going to be funny to other people, so I'm not going to waste your time with inside jokes you don't care about. She and I know that's what's important. I'll just say that Sabrina was always the friend that I wanted by my side, whether it was during very low stakes hijinks or very, very important heart-to-heart talks. We watched a lot of Gilmore Girls. We danced to a lot of 80s bangers, and it was a wonderful time in both of our lives. But the beginning of the end of that time as roommates was also the beginning of the love story that we're here to celebrate tonight. One weekend, Sabrina left me in DC because she's a very extra go-getter. She came up to New York with a networking binder to take some meetings and, make something of herself. And when she came home, she didn't have a lot to say about how her networking went, but she did tell me a very convoluted story that involves something about indie wrestling, crashing a stranger's birthday party, sleeping toe-to-toe on an L-shaped couch, and meeting a guy. And that is what we're here to celebrate. I had no idea at the time that the man whose birthday party she crashed would end up being her husband one day. And I had no idea that the infamous story of the L-shaped couch would be the first of many wild and wacky stories that I would get to hear about or witness for myself about Sabrina and Brian as they crafted a life together. Sabrina, Brian, I know you two are going to be happy together because you have the building blocks of every great long-term successful marriage. Somebody who makes a multi-page packing list and itinerary, and somebody who knows how to just show up and have fun at a vacation. You make each other stronger and braver and happier. And I can't wait to see all the adventures you will share for a lifetime. So, to Sabrina and Brian.
You didn't think I wasn't going to speak. So if you heard the rabbi whispering to me at any point, a lot of people don't know this, I have a fainting disorder. And when we signed the ketubah outside, I was very lightheaded and, everyone was trying to take care of me. And I felt so taken care of tonight. So I thought, I shouldn't sit and give a speech. I'm not the queen. I'm not holding court. But remember to curtsy and that it's mom, not ma'am. How's everybody doing? I love you all so much. I definitely prepared some stand-up, and it's going to be sit-down tonight. A lot of people don't know that I do stand-up comedy. This is my new hobby. My hobby is sitting down. I slept for 3 hours last night. It was great. It is very strange to be back at a wedding. I could never have imagined that the first function after a global pandemic would be my wedding. And my ability to talk to 70 wonderful people all at once is just like, no. So I'm trying my best, like so many of us are. Yeah. How's everyone doing? You guys feeling okay? Is everyone enjoying the dinner? I cooked it for you myself. Hashtag 100 new recipes. By the way, the rabbi was not kidding. We were on Jane's carousel doing photos, and Jeff Goldblum showed up. And I'm just going to tell it once here, because I never thought that on my wedding day I would say, is that Jeff Goldblum? Hey, Jeff Goldblum! Hey, Jeff Goldblum! And he was just like not looking at me. He would like, for all he knew, I was just some rubbernecker, like blowing up his spot. But then the lovely Anya ran interference while we were on the carousel and said, this is my friend in the wedding dress. And he was like, oh my God. And I apologized because I'm like, oh my God, I'm a publicist. Like, I know this is so inappropriate, but it's just the dress. It's amazing. And he was so nice. He serenaded us, and we took pictures, and I'm just never going to forget how special that was. The number one moment tonight was under the chuppah, and everything we said. I'm never going to forget that. And then number 2 is Jeff Goldblum. Yeah. Oh, I was going to do a little crowd work. Sir, what's your name?
Charlie.
I know. Charlie. Could you rate this wedding for me on a scale of below average, slightly below average, average, slightly above average, or not applicable?
I'm going to go with not applicable. No, above average.
Good, because I was going to get out. Get out. That's my crowd work for tonight. I love you all. I have to say that planning all of this for you made me miss the days when I had no friends. If I had planned this wedding when I was in the 5th grade, there'd be like 8 people here, and half of them would be grandmas. We have so many amazing people here. I'd love you all to give a round of applause to our wonderful vendors, especially Rich, the bartender, who said that all brides should be like me. I love Rich. And Janine, our lovely coordinator, and everyone who has made this wedding possible. There are so many incredible small businesses here in New York that we are so proud to support. And I couldn't have done this anywhere else. This is my home. It was kismet, you know, when I first came here, and it drew me to all the right things. I've been so lucky. So every single one of you is someone that we've missed. And I just have to say that seeing all of you at the hotel or at different dinners or just hanging out, getting to know each other, dancing, making connections, loving, laughing with both of us as husband and wife has been extraordinary, and it is everything. And as the guy as Vin Diesel would say, we're family. So I was going to close out by saying, well, first of all, my wonderful husband, Brian, and I are so happy to host all of you. I was going to say, love, it's what makes a Subaru. But given everything that happened today, to paraphrase Jeff Goldblum, love finds a way. Thank you so much.